Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Meltdown. January Monday. Everybody in my neighborhood is outside today, enjoying the warm weather and sunshine. Well, everyone expects me. It's kind of hard to enjoy a heat wave that's middle of the winter. People are calling this wacky weather, but it just doesn't feel right. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I think it should be cold in the winter and hot in the summer. I've heard the whole planet is warming up and that humans being are the reason, but don't blame me because it got here. If the world is getting hotter, I just hope it doesn't happen too fast because if things keep this rate, I'm riding a camel to high school. They say the ice caps are melting and the sea is rising, so I've been trying to convince Mom and Dad to buy a house higher up in the hill, but they just don't seem all that concerned. It kind of makes me nervous that I'm the one in the family worried about this stuff. Because if we soon do something about the situation, soon we're gonna be dead. It's not just the rising sea level. I'm nervous about these ice caps. I've been around for millions of years, and there could be things buried inside them that should stay away. I've actually been preparing for when the robots take over my sucking on appliance. So when there's a giant robot-human war in future, I'll be patting myself on the back for thinking ahead. My mother, Roger, says that in the future, people will have robot body parts and will all cyborgs. Well, I hope I don't have to wait long for that because I can buy myself a pair of robot legs. I could get a half hours of extra sleep each morning. I guess we don't really know what's gonna happen in the future, and you can't drive your crazy worrying about it, even if we solve all the problems. I've read that what happened with the dinosaurs. They were riding high for a couple of 100 million years, and then an asteroid came and wiped them out. What's really crazy is that cockroaches were around back then, and somehow they survived and they've probably be here long after we're gone too. Personally, I think cockroaches are disgusting, but they must have been doing something right. Speaking of survival, right now, I'm just trying to get through middle school, and the last few days haven't been all that great. Even though it's warm outside, the thermostat at school still thinks it's winter, so the ferment is in full blast all day, which makes it hard to concentrate in class. And it's worse in the cafeteria because there aren't any windows you can open to get in the fresh air. The heat has been frying my brain and I've been forgetting when my homework is due. I forgot a really big one today, which was my country project from the international showcase. Back in November, everyone had to choose a country to do a report on. I picked Italy because I'm a huge pizza fan. But it turns out Italy was a really popular choice, So my social studies teacher had to draw names to decide who got it. And she chose Dennis Traxton, which is fair because he's lacto-intolerant and can't even eat cheese. So the teacher assigned me a Matilda, which I didn't even know was a country. Anyway, that was 2 months ago. I didn't give my country project a second thought until was because when I got to school everybody was wearing weird clothes. I probably should have realized it was International Showcase Day when my friends Rally came to get me from school wearing a crazy get-up. But he's always doing strange stuff, so I barely even noticed. In homeroom, I took a look at Rally's project to see how much work was involved, and that's when I started to panic. His report looked like it took a ton of time and was pretty obvious. His parents helped him with it, if of course. Rally had actually been to the country he had assigned, so I'm sure that made it easier for him. I asked Rally to be a pal and switch countries with me. But he kind of selfish, so he wouldn't go for it. That meant I was only one who didn't. And I only have a few hours to do my whole project. That's when I remembered that I had trifled in a locker. I had started my country project the day after it was assigned, so I could have had my ones. This project was 50% of social studies grade of mine